Hey guys, it's Michael Griswold again, and this is the second video in the series on relationship problems, what they are, and how to overcome them. In this video, we're going to talk about the specific issue of communication, and I find that this is really the bedrock of so many relationships. From this comes the outworkings of so many other things: trust, sex, prioritization, money. Everything else is based on this. And often, so many people have trouble in communication, being able to speak their same language. So, in this quick video, I'm going to talk to you about what are the most common problems in communication, and then I'm going to give you one explicit tip that you can use today to make your communication in your relationship a lot better. It's going to be really good for you. So, why is communication such a difficulty for so many people? Well, it's because we oftentimes spend so much time talking and thinking about what we want, and not really listening to what the other person has to say. In addition, a real more subtle example of this is when people don't have the vulnerability to say what they want to say. Now, let me take a brief aside here to let you know that vulnerability is not the same thing as weakness or neediness. As a matter of fact, vulnerability is synonymous with strength. And here's why. In order to be vulnerable, a person has to say, I'm so strong in myself that telling you the truth won't hurt me. You don't have any more power over me than I have over myself. And therefore, I can be honest and straightforward with you. You know how in communication sometimes people begin to bicker and be, sarcastic and taking pot shots at each other rather than addressing the issue. It becomes very personal and it gets escalated very quickly. A way to keep that from happening is by developing vulnerability within yourself. The fact is that you can't control how the other person communicates with you. You just can't. You can request and you can communicate them in a way that will encourage them to communicate with you in a certain way, but ultimately it's up to them. So what you need to decide is this relationship worthy? Is there enough trust in this relationship for you to be vulnerable with them? And if there is, then you've got a great beginning for a relationship that can blossom. If you don't, then why? Why is your communication with your significant other guarded? Why is it protecting yourself? What is it about your relationship that keeps you from being able to open yourself up, be naked emotionally, and communicate with them in a way that is liberating? Because we've all been in those situations before where we're just completely free to be us and without fear of what might happen. That's my hope for you, and that's really what we all desire, isn't it? We want that kind of situation. So, here's a quick tip, something that you can do today to help your relationship communication. To help your communication in your relationship. Do this. Listen. Listen more than you speak. Here's why. Because when you listen, it gives you the opportunity to really see the other person's point of view. Also often, we spend so much time wanting to put forth our point of view. Well, what happens when we do that? The other person feels a lack of respect, a lack of attention, and a lack of care for what they're saying. And so then they end up responding in turn. If I'm spending all of my time talking and not listening to my partner, then she's not going to listen to me either. She's just going to want to put forth her idea. So do this. When you listen, really listen. And then do this. After you're done listening, say to your partner, so I understand that what you're saying is, and then repeat whatever they just said to you back to them. Let's say that the issue is you spend too much time out with your friends. Let's say your girlfriend is talking to you and she's like, you're spending too much time out with your friends. Instead of reacting, instead of saying, well, you're just too needy, instead, so I understand the issue is that you feel like I'm spending too much time out with my friends. Is that right? Now, I know this sounds ridiculous. I know this sounds like, well, she just said that. That sounds dumb for me to repeat it back to her. But the fact is that repeating something back to someone when they've said it makes them feel like they've been heard. And this is so vital in terms of communication. Because you might hear what someone says and you might listen, but if they don't feel like you hear them, if they don't feel like you're listening, it doesn't matter. It's a wash. So do this. Whenever your partner says something, then repeat it back to them. So I understand that you feel like, and then whatever they just said, is that right? And they'll say yes. And what this does is it lowers the defenses because it allows the other person to feel heard. It allows them to feel validated. It allows them to feel loved. And then you can say, you can go from there. Well, why do you feel that way? And just listen. In your communication, provide a lot of time for gathering information. Now, if this sounds like a chore to you, if you think, man, this is bull crap and I don't want to spend my time doing this, then no. Why are you in this relationship? Why are you guys together? If it's not worth it to you to give the relationship some time and some attention, then what are you doing? That'd be worth considering. So, anyway, this video is all about communication and how to do it better. And if you do this, if you just listen and repeat back to your partner what they've said to you, you will find that your communication goes a whole lot more smoothly. And remember this, communication isn't for solving problems. Communication is for communicating. Problems will be solved through communication, but that's not the express purpose. The express purpose is to communicate and understand each other better. So I'm sure that helps. This is Michael Griswold from ReunitedRelationships.com, and for a limited time, if you order my course, I'm offering a free one-on-one consult where you and I will be on the phone together for 30 minutes talking about your relationship in particular, the specifics, the details, the ups and downs, and the specific issue that you want help with. And I'll put that in for free. This will be as a bonus to ordering the course. The people that have ordered it before and had this have found it to be very illuminating. Oftentimes it's very helpful to get an outside perspective from somebody who has great intuition and can speak directly to the issue instead of feeling like they need to tiptoe around it. So, Michael Griswold from ReunitedRelationships.com. Go to my site, check it out, and if it's something that you feel like might help you, order the course. I'll call you and set up our one-on-one consult, and you'll be glad you did. See you later.